Hello friends, this is my first ever vlog, so please bear with me, as I'm learning as I go. Thanks!
So last ride before I putting it away today for the winter. Got a few jobs to do on it. So I've got the relining of the petrol tank to do. What else I've got to do? Upgrading the headlights. Headlights are a bit too dim on this Bandit 600 2001, so it's a Mark II. So the left-hand headlight is a dip beam and the right-hand light is a high beam. And they're a little bit too dim for me. I do know the lenses need cleaning, so I will be taking the headlight completely off. But then I'm either going to change the projectors so I can have twin dipped and high beam, or I shall just upgrade the dipped beam to a brighter bulb with a ballast. What else have I got to do? Let's just get around this island. Yeah, so what else have I got to do? So lining of the tank, there's a bit of rust in there, and I did have a leak when I first got it. Had it about 3-4 months now. No, what month are we? October. So I got it in June, July, August, September. Yeah, so four and a half months I've had it now. So I did my first I did a ride out on it, an escort for a funeral, and the bike produced a leak on the petrol tank right above the engine, absolutely spewing it everywhere. Got that sorted, well, plugged it up with a bit of JB weld for now, but like I say, I'm going to do the relining of the tank to resolve the rust issue. But I'm also going to rub the whole tank down, hopefully, and respray the whole lot, and try and make a more permanent solution for the couple of pinholes that I found on the base of the tank, on the bottom, I should say. So hopefully that sorts that out. There's a couple of little marks on the tank on top side that I'm not too happy about it. Because I know them little marks are there, to me it's not as it should be. So either the person that had it before me, they didn't have it long, or the person before them had put some what looks like, and what I can only describe as, red nail polish on it, which okay, yeah, it stops it from rusting. But there's a slight little dent there, so I want to sort that out, get that cinder down, just make it look better. Never sprayed a petrol tank before, never rubbed one down, I've never relined a petrol tank, so it's all a learning curve for me, so any tips or tricks would be greatly appreciated. Where I'm going to be storing my bike, I'm really lucky, a good friend of mine, he's got basically a full garage at the bottom of his garden with all the tools. So I don't think I'll be short on tools and stuff. He's done a bit of spray painting in the past. He's got a compressor, he's got a few bits. Hello. So hopefully I can get that bit done. What other jobs am I going to do? Oh yes, I'm going to replace the headers on this. So not long after I first got the bike, I replaced the end can, just because to me it was too quiet. One, it didn't sound like a bike, and two, traffic around me couldn't hear me when I was coming, which proved quite an issue. Obviously, if they can't hear, well, they always turn around and say they didn't see you. If they can't hear you, then they're not going to move out of the way or be more aware. So I got myself a Deltec exhaust end can. So I'm going to be replacing the headers with the same, so it's a full Deltec system. In changing that can, it also gave it I think it gave it a few more beans, which was nice. What else am I looking at doing? A bit of spray body work. There's a crack on the tail fairing where it comes down to where it meets the tank seat and frame in one corner in the middle of the bike. There's a bit of a crack there, so I want to repair that and then rub all that down, spray it nicely. Someone has sprayed it in the past, I think just to hide little scratches, but they didn't give it any lacquer or anything. So when you go to wash it and polish it, I start getting paint coming off. Not a lot, but it's there, and it started to reveal them little scratches that they've disguised. Don't know if the bike's ever been dropped. Honestly, couldn't tell you. It's got aftermarket indicators on it. I've got one indicator that I do need to replace because the bracket's broken on it. At the moment it's just siliconed in, just to hold it in place. It's getting me through this season. Excuse me. I did do some action cam footage when I first got the bike and going through my tests and everything, but unfortunately when I went to get that footage off the camera, it was a DJI, no it wasn't, it was a GoPro Hero 7 that I had. Unfortunately the footage was unusable, the files would corrupt, so I've lost all of that. That was going to be the start of my little vlogging adventure. Never done vlogging before, so anyone got any tips, same again, greatly appreciated. I'm now using a DJI Osmo Action 4. Quite like it at the moment. The batteries do last longer, I'm led to believe. And I'm also using a DJI Mic Mini for the audio. So I hope I managed to get the settings right and everything. Let me know in the comments. It's a bit cold today, so I've got my winter jacket on. Some black cloud clouds about. I'm really hoping it doesn't rain. I really don't want to have to wash the bike down before I put it away. So yeah, any tips and tricks are greatly appreciated, whether it's on the bike itself. Bandit 600 Mark II S 2001. Absolutely loving it. It's my first big bike. I only completed my bike license this year, back in June. I think it's June the 4th. I did. I'd already brought the bike ready. I was that confident. So it also gave me the motivation to actually, you know, get it done as well, because my friend came and delivered my bike on the morning of my test before I went. So I literally passed my test, got home, got it insured and taxed and out on the road, and it was great. I felt like a teenager again. Felt like I did when I first started riding when I was 17. It was 1997, and I always wanted a Bandit. It was a naked Bandit that I always wanted, so I quite surprised myself when I ended up with a Bandit S. But still, the benefit, I think, of the Bandit S, you've got that windshield. Takes a bit of wind off you. I do like it. So yeah. So, another thing I need to look at the bike, or want to look at, is on my speedo and tacho down there. I don't know if you can see, but on the left hand side, on the speedo side of things, it's got the digital clock for your mileage and your time and your 2 trips. Don't know if you can see, but just to the left of that display, it's got a bit of liquid crystal bleed on it, so it's at the minute it's covering the first digit up. I've got it on the time at the minute, and it's currently, what time is it? It's 17 minutes past 12 in the afternoon, and it's covering more or less the whole of the first digit. So at first glance down, it looks like it's 2:17, and it's not. It's 12:17. So it is a bit dull today because of them black clouds up there. So I'm not expecting fantastic pictures and video. Might be a little bit better going back the other way. Yeah, so there you go. Yes, I was saying I passed my full licence this year, June the 4th. I started doing it last year, broke it up a bit. So as you all probably know, it's not cheap to get your bike licence. So October last year, I went and did my CVT, theory and mod 1. Got that all out of the way. They was happy for me to split it up and do my mod 2 this year, which I did, like I say, in June. I'm really pleased that I passed everything with flying colours. I think I got one minor on my... No, I didn't. I got 2 minors on my mod 1. I forgot to do my shoulder checks at one point, but I acknowledged that I forgot to do them. He was okay with that. And then on my emergency stop, with you having to hit a certain miles an hour or kilometres an hour as they measure it, I was just one under. But he was okay. I did ask him if he wanted me to do it again. He says, no, you're alright, just crack on. And then on my Mod 2, no minors at all. I was absolutely gobsmacked. So I was as nervous as hell as you can imagine when you've got a bike sat at home waiting for you. Bike sat at home waiting for you to go and play on. And it all rests on you passing your Mod 2. And yeah, so yeah, I was a bit nervous, so I'm surprised I did it without any minors. But yeah, it was all good. Luckily it was where I did my tests, which I did my test at Collick in Nottingham. That was also my old stomping ground back when I used to ride 125s. So that was 1997 till roughly about 2006, I think. Just kept doing it on the CBTs and riding 125s. I just never had the money to do the full licence. And even if I had the money to do the full licence, I certainly wouldn't have had the money to get a bigger bike back then. But like I say, I always wanted a Bandit. I think it was mainly because one of my biker friends back then was riding. He was riding a Bandit 12 naked. It's a black one. Used to backfire like hell. That you always made sure you wasn't sat behind him when that backfired, because you not only heard it but you felt it first. Especially if you were directly behind him. It was quite funny, really, the first time that happened. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, riding out towards Newark. Going to go past the sugar factory very shortly. And then I think I'll go into Newark. Ride around there, might stop off at just where Newark Castle is, or just to the other side of it. Have a quick fag. And then I'll maybe start making my way to my friends to drop the bike off. Ready for prepping to do the bits I want to do. Bit of sun just peeking out from that cloud up there. It's amazing how you change direction and then all of a sudden the sun comes out from behind the cloud and blinds you just at the top of your visor. Oh. Yes, the temperature's definitely dropping now. I can even feel it through my my winter's jacket. It's not particularly a winter jacket, but it's yeah, it's takes a chill off. I certainly wouldn't. I wouldn't ride all the way through winter on it, which I decided I wasn't going to do that anyway. This time round, having a bike this time, it's just for fun. Big boys' toys. There we go, British Sugar there. Absolutely loving it. Yeah, so I've only had a short season, really. Wish I could have done it a bit sooner in the year. But stay there. But it is what it is. When I've got the wife going, "You're not having a bite, you're not having a bite, no. You're not getting me on the back of a bike," she says. Guess what? She loves getting on the back of it. She really does. Although she can't get on it at the minute, she's got a few health issues. Fog it up here. Yeah, she's got a few health issues, so she don't feel safe or comfortable enough to be on. On it. Kagiva. Ooh, lovely. Mr. Parking Warden man going around there. Don't know what the rules are for motorbike parking. It says it's motorbike parking here. Don't know quite how I'd display a parking ticket, mind. There we go. Well, have a fag.